We will keep pressing. We will keep pushing, keep advancing. No quarter, no mercy for our enemies.
Those were the words of US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth as American and Israeli forces intensified their military campaign against Iran. The statement, delivered during a briefing to reporters, quickly triggered alarm among legal experts and human rights organizations across the world. In the language of war, no quarter is not merely a rhetorical flourish. It carries a deep, specific, and troubling historical meaning. Under international humanitarian law, even threatening to deny quarter to enemy forces can be considered illegal. So, what does no quarter actually mean? In military terminology, declaring no quarter means that no prisoner will be taken. This means enemy soldiers who surrender or are captured are not spared and may instead be killed. The expression likely originates from an older military custom in which a victorious army could grant defeated soldiers quarter, meaning lodging or mercy after surrender. If quarter was denied, it meant something far harsher. The enemy would receive no shelter, no mercy, and therefore no chance of survival. It removes the possibility of surrender, which is one of the most fundamental protections recognized under the laws of war. Historically, such declarations appeared in some of the most brutal conflicts known to humankind. Timur's sack of Delhi in 1398 against the Delhi Sultanate was followed by killings of thousands of surrendered troops. Similar cases were seen in Japan during siege of Mount Hiei in 1571 and the infamous Third Battle of Panipat, where Ahmad Shah Durrani ordered a massacre of the defeated Maratha troops and civilians. Similar orders were issued during the Mongol conquests in the 13th century, where armies frequently massacred defeated troops or entire garrisons after sieges. In many early modern conflicts, refusing quarter also served as a psychological weapon intended to terrify opponents into surrendering even before the battle actually began. Over time, however, such practices came to be viewed as barbaric and destabilizing because they removed incentives for surrender and often resulted in mass killings. Even in the modern era, the phrase has surfaced in some notorious episodes. After the 1857 Indian Rebellion and the subsequent War of Independence, the British branded all Indians supporting the rebels as traitors and practically took no prisoners. While during the American Civil War, Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest was accused of ordering no quarter during the Fort Pillow massacre in 1864. During World War II, Nazi forces were prosecuted at the Nuremberg trials for issuing similar orders against enemy troops. Such directives were treated as evidence of war crimes because they violated a basic principle of the laws of war, that soldiers who surrender must be treated as prisoners of war. The reasoning behind banning such orders is straightforward. If soldiers believe that surrender means certain death, they will fight to last, making conflicts longer and far more brutal. For this reason, the practice was formally outlawed in international law. The Hague Convention of 1907 explicitly prohibits declaring that, quote, no quarter will be given, end quote, and later treaties, including the Geneva Conventions of 1949, reinforced the rule. Even threatening to deny quarter is considered illegal under Rule 46 of International Humanitarian Law as recognized by the International Committee of the Red Cross. In the United States, the 1996 War Crimes Act and official military manuals also prohibit such declarations. Legal experts say the principle is clear. The laws of war exist to limit cruelty even during conflict. Executing soldiers who have laid down their arms is widely considered both inhumane and criminal. And now the controversy over the phrase comes as the conflict between the United States, Israel and Iran continues to escalate. The war began with large-scale strikes on Iranian targets on February 28 in what analysts described as an unprecedented opening phase. More than 1,400 people in Iran have been killed and millions are reported to have been displaced. One particularly controversial strike hit a girls' school in southern Iran, killing more than 170 people, most of them children. Meanwhile, US forces also sank an unarmed Iranian vessel, the IRIS Dana, near Sri Lanka, while the ship was returning from a ceremonial exercise in India. As the conflict intensifies, Hegseth has insisted that the US is fighting to win, but his declaration of no quarter, no mercy has raised deeper questions. In a modern war governed by international law, can such language or such policies ever be justified? As the war continues, the answer to that question may shape not only the battlefield but also the rules of war themselves.